Hi everybody, Tom Morrison here, Aria Financial, back with another episode of Real Talk with Tom. This week's particular case study is a first home buyer looking to purchase for about 650,000. Given he's a first home buyer, there won't be any stamp duty applicable. One of the government schemes he's taking advantage of. Also taking advantage of the FHSSS, which is where you can contribute some money to super and take it back out before you've signed contract for a purchase, providing you meet other eligibility criteria. And you can make it a tax deduction as claim a tax deduction on some of that money. Also taking advantage of the first home guarantee scheme, which is where you can borrow 95% of the purchase price without incurring any mortgage insurance. So the government effectively acts as a guarantor on part of the loan. Another aspect of his scenario was his income. He's recently effectively been headhunted by a rival business and is earning almost double what he was earning before. He's just finished his initial probation period, which is 6 months, and receives a lot of overtime, side allowances, car allowances, penalties, things of that nature. Banks can be quite particular when that type of income is being received. There's a couple of different ways that it's interpreted. Some of the more conservative banks will want to see 12 months or 24 months of history. Obviously, we don't have that in this case. That's not most of the market, though, so they're more conservative. The other banks that we're negotiating with will use either the 6 months he's earned, just total 6 months he's earned times 2, effectively, to annualize it to a yearly a figure, to then use the overtime and projected overtime, projected allowances, projected penalties, that kind of thing. Or they'll use the lower of the annualized income up to the end of FY23, or the annualized income from the start of FY24, the lower of those two. In either case, it gets us to where we want to be, which is great. His income is going up and up as he receives more penalties and overtime and that kind of a thing. So obviously the annualized pay slips from FY24, which, what are we, 2 months in now, was better. However, it didn't matter for us. In either case, in any of those scenarios that I just outlined there, the ways that the banks will interpret the income, except for the 12 or 24 months, we could get the borrowing.